Welcome to your practice. My name's Sophie and I'm going to lead you through a strong flow, about 30 minutes long, and I'm going to try to pack in a lot to this practice today, but we'll still move slowly and intentionally throughout the practice. So let's get started in Vajrasana, the way that I'm seated here. Or if this doesn't work for you, you can sit cross-legged or any other way that you want. Have your palms face up on your thighs. Roll the shoulders back and down, lengthen your spine, and draw your chin down ever so slightly so the back of the neck is nice and long. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Take an extra sip of breath in at the top. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more like that. Fill up. Breathe in. Extra sip at the top. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale. 1 more sip. And longest exhale you've taken today, all the way out until you're empty. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm. Blink your eyes open if they're not already. And reach your arms up. Bend your left elbow, grab onto the left elbow with the right hand, and take a side bend to the right. Notice if you're tensing the muscles in the front of the neck. Soften them and knit the ribs in. Come back up to center. Keep your left arm bent the way that it is, and take your right arm out wide. Internally rotate the right arm so the thumb is facing down, and then bring the hand to the lower back and see if you can clasp hands, or if not, totally fine, just let your hands rest, or maybe you grab onto your shirt. And find that center. You might wiggle a little bit to find center. Sometimes in this pose we end up like leaning to one side or the other. Take another full breath. And unwind your arms. Roll the shoulders back and down, and then reach your arms up again. Bend your right elbow, grab onto the right elbow with the left hand. Knit the ribs in and then side bend to the left. And rise back up to center. Keep your right arm as it is. Take your left arm out wide. Internally rotate the arm all the way. Then bring the hand back and bring your hands towards each other. It's okay if they don't clasp, that's not the goal. Notice if your chin is down in your chest, can you bring it up a little bit and free up some space? And then gently unwind your arms. Take your arms out wide and press the palms of the hands back without back bending. Just press them back so the shoulder blades move towards each other. And then round and bring your fingertips towards each other. Curl your spine like you're doing cat. And open back up again. Squeeze your shoulders back. Round your spine. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Interlace your hands. Flip your palms up. Take a twist to the right. Keep the pinky fingers and thumbs together. Every time you exhale, you feel your navel draw in towards your spine and you twist a little more. One more breath like that. Then come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Couple breaths. Come back to center. Release your hands down and make your way into table. Drop your belly, lift your chest for cow. Round and curl your spine for cat. 2 more rounds. Come back to neutral. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees and hips for downward facing dog. And pedal it out. Say hello to down dog. Say hello to your body as we start to arrive into our bodies a bit more. And begin to walk your feet up to your hands, little baby steps. When you get to the front of the mat, lift up halfway and ragdoll, grab onto your elbows. Maybe you sway side to side, or maybe you like to just let your arms dangle down. It's your practice. That's what I love about a home practice or an online practice, is you don't have to worry about following along to a T. Switch the grips, the other arm is in front. Release your hands down. Bend one knee at a time like you're pedaling out your legs. And come back to stillness. And slowly rise up. Slight bend of the knees. Rise up slowly, and shoulders and head come up last. Stand tall. Stand naturally, the way your body naturally stands in Tadasana. We don't have to try to fix and tweak every little thing. When you're ready, reach your arms up. Gaze up. Bring your palms together. Take a little back bend. And fold forward, hands through your heart. Hands all the way down to the ground. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step your right leg all the way back to low lunge. Take a moment to just kind of shift front to back. And set the back knee down onto the ground. Sweep your arms up. Anjaneyasana. Then bring your left hand down over to the left. For me, my hand isn't reaching the ground, but yours might, but don't push it. So it's just kind of floating over to the left, and your right arm goes up and over to the left. At the same time, knit the ribs in, squeeze the hips together. If you happen to have a block under the hand could be nice here. Make sure your left shoulder is drawing down and away from you. And on your inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Lift your back knee, step back to plank. Take a moment to shift front to back and plank. And find stillness there. And lower down all the way to the ground. Untuck your toes. And reach your arms back, come into locust. Reach the feet back as well. Feet up, arms up, chest up. Gaze down at the front of the mat. Arms straight forward. Now you're in Superman. And then arms by your sides for cactus. So bend the elbows. Plant your hands underneath your elbows, up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Breath in and out. Feet together. Lift the right leg slowly up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Option to lower down onto your left forearm, but keep your left hip drawing back. Your hips are not squared, but there's a sense of containment here so that you're not just dumping your low back over to the left. Rise back up onto your left hand, straighten the right leg out, and step your right foot between your hands. Set the back knee down onto the ground and reach your arms up. Palms together if you want. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Step to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand and reach. Exhale, go right back down, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your left leg all the way back. Take a moment to shift front to back. And set the knee down on the ground and sweep your arms up. Take your right arm down by your side and reach your fingertips towards the ground, but not necessarily on the ground. Left arm up and over to the right. Breathe all along the left side body. Left side of your ribs, down into the left hip. And reach your arms back up. Inhale, exhale, hands down to the ground. Lift your back knee and step back to plank. Lower down halfway this time for chaturanga and hold. Either stay here or lift your right foot up and set it down. Lift your left foot up, set it down. Upward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the feet together. Lift your left leg up. Bend the knee. Open up the hip to the left. Either stay or put your right forearm down. Come back up onto your right hand. Straighten the left leg back out and step your left foot between your hands. Set the back knee down. Sweep the arms up for Anjaneyasana. Option to bring the hands together in a little back bend. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Lift your back knee and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand, reach up. Hands to your heart. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Chair pose. Sweep the arms up and sit low. Lift your left heel and then lift the whole left foot. Warrior 3, arms can stay extended out in front of you as the left leg goes back, or you can take your arms into airplane if that feels better on your body. And lengthen the right side waist, right hip back. Make sure you're listening to your body if maybe it's really early in the morning and having the arms extended forward just feels like a little too much. Now slowly, very slowly step to high lunge. Left toes behind you and the arms reach up. Bring your arms into cactus back bend while engaging the core, engaging the front abdominal muscles. Inhale, extend the arms back up, straighten both legs. Now go back into cactus with your right knee bent, back into high lunge cactus back bend. And inhale, straighten the right leg, reach the arms up. Again, bring it back down, cactus the arms, and rise back up. Good. Stay here with your legs straight. Bring your back foot up and in for pyramid. Take your arms out wide and then interlace the hands behind the back. Open your chest and fold over your right leg. Spread the toes on the right foot. Press down into your right big toe mound. Lift up halfway, release your hands. Just release your left hand to the ground and keep your right hand on the lower back. Let's begin to twist to the right. For me, my left fingertips are down. If you have a block, you can put a block there. Or maybe if you have longer arms, the palm can plant. And if you want to, you can reach the right arm up. Revolve triangle. Bring the right hand back down to the ground. Walk your hands forward, come into standing splits. Left leg lifts up. And bring the feet together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand and reach the arms up. Exhale, chair. Lift your right heel and then lift the whole right foot. Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. Draw the navel up towards the spine. Slowly step back to high lunge. Cactus your arms, take a little back bend. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus back bend. Squeeze your shoulders back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up, stay here. Breathe. Step your back foot up and in, setting up for pyramid. Take your arms out wide. Bring them behind you. Interlace your hands. Do the opposite thumb on top if you can. Shoulders back. Squeeze the palms together and fold over your left leg. Keep your legs how they are. Slowly bring your right hand down. Keep your left hand on your lower back as you lengthen your spine. Lift up halfway. When I come into a twist, I have to slide my right foot back a little bit, so you might find that you do that as well. Start to twist to the left. Really get the left shoulder back, and when you're ready, left arm up. And bring your left hand down. Standing splits, lift your right leg up. Inhale. Feet together on your exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Arms by your sides. Reach the arms up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Lift up halfway. Option for a crow pose if you want to bring the knees into your upper arms, or you can just make your way to down dog, however way you'd like. If you're doing crow, knees onto the upper arms, lift your feet up. Start to straighten your arms. Bring your heels up closer to your butt. And then you can hop to chaturanga if you'd like. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Find your breath. Bring your feet together and lift your right leg up. Bring your right knee to your right upper arm. Hold it there. Option to bring the knee on top of the upper arm. Bend your elbows. Hold there, or lift your back leg up and maybe straighten your right leg. Flying splits. Back to chaturanga. Press up to upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Let's lift the right leg up again, same leg. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Lizard. Set your back knee down. Untuck your back toes. Maybe you come onto your forearms. Maybe you stay on your left forearm, reach your right arm up. Bend the back knee, grab onto your foot. As you know, you can do this on your left hand too. You don't have to be on the forearm. And if your quads are extra flexible today, you might flex your left foot and just hold on to the heel. For me, it just depends on the day. Like today, that feels like a little too much. But some days, every day is different. And release your foot down. Bring your hands down. Come back up onto your hands. Slide your right foot over to the left for pigeon. Good. And then you can come down for regular sleeping pigeon, or you can slide your left arm under, weave the left arm under the right arm for thread the needle, but then bring your whole left arm down, and then bring your hands together and rest your left side of the head on the ground. It's like you're doing a twist. Let's come back up onto the hands, onto the fingertips, lengthen your spine. Option to bring your hands to your heart. An option to reach your arms up, exalted pigeon. When you're ready, hands back down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and step back to three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip. Maybe you flip your dog, Roll into the outer edge of your left foot. Can you do it extra slow though? So try not to, if you already flipped on over, you might start back up again. Three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hip. And then do it extra, extra slow. So you're just barely tapping your foot to the ground, not even. It's floating, it's floating, it's floating, and then you set it down. That's the ultimate way to do wild thing. And bring it back around to three-legged dog. And then shift into three-legged plank. Hold. Lower onto your forearms for forearm, three-legged plank. Rise back up onto your hands. Can you keep your right leg lifted? Then option to reach your left arm forward. So left arm forward, right leg back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank, downward facing dog. Reconnect, recalibrate here in down dog. All right, feet together. Lift your left leg up. Left knee to left upper arm. Get your knee onto your upper arm as high as you can. You might stay. You might bend your elbows. You might extend your left leg and lift your right leg up. Flying splits. And then chaturanga, up dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Lift your left leg up again. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot outside of your left hand. Put your back knee down. Untuck your toes. You might come down onto your forearms. You might stay, or you might reach your left arm up. Bend the knee, grab onto your right foot with your left hand. And if you did before, or you might be able to on this side, more so than the other, flex the right foot. Hold on to the heel, hold on to the foot, or the ankle. Release your foot down. Come back onto your hands and start to slide your left foot over to the right. Slide your back leg back. And either come down for sleeping pigeon or weave the right arm to the left. And place the hands together. It's like you're in a prayer twist and your whole right shoulder is on the ground. Right side of your head is on the ground if possible. If it doesn't feel, if you feel like you're efforting too much here, then just do regular sleeping pigeon. Let's make our way back onto our hands. Open your chest, sit tall. Option to bring hands to heart. Option to reach your arms up, exalted pigeon. Take another breath. And bring your hands down. Step back to three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. And slowly flip your dog, really slow. Can you hover your left toes behind you? Hover, hover, hover. It's like you're in a side plank. And then set the foot down. Bring your left arm back around, three-legged dog. Shift into three-legged plank. Lower onto your forearms. Keep your left leg lifted, maybe. Keep it lifted. Rise up onto your hands, high plank. Right arm forward, maybe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank. Downward facing dog. Set your knees down. Child's pose. Let go. That was a lot of effort. The beauty of all the effort is that when we let go, it feels just oh so good. The surrender feels extra special. Slowly make your way back up and into a seat. Legs come out in front of you. Bring your feet all the way to the front edge of the mat. Take your arms out in front of you and start to lower down. Don't go all the way, just go like halfway down, kind of like you're in a low boat. And then lift your legs up so you are in low boat. Your lower back can rest on the ground, but the chest is up, and then flutter your legs. And then find stillness with the legs. And then can you rise up to high boat? Just one time. Straighten the legs as much as you can. Shoulders back, chest is tall, spine is tall. Lower down halfway again, flutter the feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find stillness, and then lower down to the ground. Find stillness on the ground. Nothing moves except your chest and your belly. Perhaps you feel your heart beating. And bend your knees. And press your low back into the ground. Just activate your core, and you're going to feel the low back pressing. So it's a backwards pelvic tilt, posterior tilt, and then release. And bring your feet wide and windshield wiper your legs side to side a few times. And we'll do one back bend. You can do bridge or wheel. So plant your feet down, and for bridge, lift your hips up, slide your shoulders towards each other, plant your hands. Or wheel, hands by your ears, and press on up. Whichever one you choose is great. When you're ready, start to lower down. Bring your feet together, knees wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. Slide your shoulder blades towards each other a little bit so your arms can rest out to the sides, shoulders away from the ears. Let your breath be long and big. And gently bring your knees up, gently into your chest. Wrap your arms around. Keep your knees wide and rock side to side. So like instead of wrapping your arms, just hold on to your knees. Notice how that feels. You can feel how your lower back is flush and flat to the earth. Maybe a little tiny rock side to side. And then bring the knees together and squeeze them in. And release your legs all the way down for Shavasana, arms by your sides, legs long. This will be a pretty quick, short Shavasana because the class is short. You're always welcome to stay longer, and I highly encourage it if you have time. Otherwise, drop right in. Begin to deepen your breath. Bring movement into the body. Begin to bend your knees. And either roll to one side, or you can bring your knees into your chest and you can rock right up. And if you're on one side, you can make your way up to a seat as well. Let's bring the palms together at the heart. And then the thumbs up to the third eye, and we'll bow together in gratitude for this practice. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'd love to hear what you thought in the comments below if you have time. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button so that we can continue moving and practicing together. I'll see you next time.